All right now we have a very special guest joining us live from SEC Media Days here. I guess it's not Radio Row, it's Digital Hub, Digital Drive. Don't really know, it doesn't matter because it's Peter Burns of the SEC Network who's joining us right now. And PB, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Is it Media Days? Is it kickoff? I've called it like 17 different things this whole entire week. So as long as we're here, and I'll say this. This is probably the most normal it's felt since probably 2019. Because we're not talking about, we are talking NIL, but we know that world. We're talking a little bit about the transfer portal. Everybody knows how to work that now with the GMs and whatnot. We're not talking about conference expansion, not talking about what the college football playoff is going to be. This is the first time in a long time, John, we're talking about actual football on the field. The problem is that we don't know who the hell's on these rosters anymore. Like, I had a coach tell me yesterday, he's like, hey, listen, when I come to media days, like, let's just kind of go broad right now because I don't know a whole hell of a lot about my team. It just goes to show you the amount of movement there is in college football right now.
Yeah, I was even talking with somebody about the days, I don't know you remember, but like Johnny Manziel when he came here and just the chaos that ensued from
Nuts.
it. And you know, Tim Tebow was a huge deal in 2012 and everything. I just don't know if we'll ever have something to that level of a player or quarterback. I mean, there'll be ones that are very popular, but to that level, it's going to be tough these days.
Arch Manning, to a certain extent. There's a lot of hype there. Diego Pavio rolling up in the tuxedo.
Yeah.
Like, that's a boss-ass move right there.
Yeah,
like, when you roll into the – although I got some beef with Diego. So we're rolling through yesterday. I go over there. I say hello. He's walking through the hall. He goes, hey, man, appreciate it. Thanks, coach. Like, the man called me coach. I was like, I know I look like an old-ass man anymore, but, like, no. Like, I'm not the coach any longer. So it's – I don't know if we'll get that just because I think we have between the videos and, like, Reagan, the intern here's doing all the videos. Like, we have this tangible – we can see all these athletes all the time. So I think the enigma of these athletes will never get like a Bo Jackson or a Herschel Walker where there's like, oh, my God, this is the first time we get a chance to see them. We know their lives now, and that's good and bad.
Yeah. Well, and also, too, of course, we talk about the Razorbacks mainly in my neck of the woods.
Sure.
I don't know how you feel. I know everyone's excited about their own team, but I've talked to people about Arkansas and where they just kind of fall right now in the SEC.
Yeah.
I talked to Dari yesterday, mentioned a little bit almost like a purgatory where it's not that they're going to be bad or anyone's predicting to be bad, but they're not going to be a team that people talk about a dark horse. It just seems like they're kind of there this upcoming season.
Yeah, but I think if you go back and we look at the film of last year, I could sure as hell say the same thing about South Carolina football.
That's a good point.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't know who Laura Sellers was. Like, I mean, I heard that he was pretty decent, but his kid had been injured, had been heavily recruited, but we didn't know that they were going to be good. And all of a sudden, we had no idea who Dylan Stewart was going to be. Then he turns into a star. So there are those guys that kind of work into the background that all of a sudden, all right, there's some talent. You can't tell me that Bobby Petrino didn't have flashes of success. You look at Taylor Green, like he was a SOB to some teams right now. The question is you couldn't expect for him to do it all. And I think there was some uncertainty on whether or not Sam was going to be back or not. And I love the fact that Hunter said, listen, all right, let's roll this back, another opportunity. Because do you think that Sam works every single day in his ass off to win in this program? I do. I've seen coaches in this conference just say, give me my buyout money. I'm done. I never got that feeling around Sam Pittman. But you got to get the right guys. And that's what South Carolina did last year. They built the right guys in the transfer portal. They didn't go after the 5 stars and pay the money like Ole Miss did. Well, guess what? They still had a lot of success. So that's why I'm trying to find out where I'm at with Arkansas this year.
And I agree. I guess the thing that I keep harping on is that schedule that they have because it's a tale as old as time, a tradition like no other to have the most difficult schedel, which, hey.
Can't cry on a yacht, baby.
Exactly. And that's what it's tough to do because it's about wins and losses, and regardless of who you beat or how it's done. And, I look at Arkansas' schedule and I was like, good grief, this is tough.
Yeah.
But, that's,
who's not?
Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole thing.
Although maybe Missouri. Missouri probably has maybe the easiest schedule coming up this year.
Yeah, it's one of those things. If Arkansas had that schedule, hey, maybe 9 wins, but that's not how it works. That's not the way the game's played.
No, but again, are you building something that you can have some success with? And I think that you look at this program, you look at the city in Fayetteville, like why would you not want to spend time there?
Yeah.
Right? Like I think that was the biggest thing. And I grew up in Louisiana, but like all throughout my life, I'm thinking Arkansas. And then I finally got an opportunity to go up there to Fayetteville. And I'm like, holy shit, like this is like, who would not want to be in this area? Like it's beautiful. You've got so much business out there, and then like the fan base is wild. So you just got to catch the right player at the right time. And then again, if you're asking for an offensive genius mind, You don't think Bobby Petrino's going to leave anything in the bag this year, do you? Like, him and Sam are like, all right, burn the boats. Let's give it a go, and they're going to be hell for everybody.
You mentioned Petrino. Also, I've been discussing this. I'm the biggest Petrino fan there is. I understand his history, but can you think of somebody that has transcended college football as long as he has an offensive mind and having success as long? I mean, talking about 20 years, and you see coaches get hot with offensive minds and have a good stretch, but 20 years is a long time for him.
Think about the guy that was at SEC Media Days today. I mean, Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze was that name, and guess what? Didn't have that success. But Bobby Petrino, every place that he's gone, it's never been a fact of whether he was good offensively and a brilliant mind. It was, could he get it out of his own way?
Right.
And obviously we saw what happened, and hey, you pay your penance, and now you have an opportunity to come back. And I think it's a redemption story that not a lot of people get that opportunity. Like we've all made mistakes, and for him to have that opportunity to kind of right those proverbial wrongs, but to do it in a place that he was so beloved at is a great, kind of arc. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays. It might be 4 wins. It might be 6 wins. All I know is that Sam Pittman and that whole crew, every time I talk to them, I think they're all in on this team, and there's not a lot of programs that could say that. Last
one before I let you get here real quick. I've asked everybody this. If Arkansas has a college football rival, who is it? Who would you say is their rival?
That's a weird one. It's like LSU. LSU has like 4 or 5 kind of like, LSU for a little bit because of the Battle of the Boot. Missouri, but that feels okay. I don't know. We'll get Reagan the intern. We'll get her on that question. I'll ask Chat GPT.
There you go.
Do that.
They never get anything wrong. No. So, it'll be great.
Oh, by the way, one quick story because I know I got to go. I was trying to do some show prep last year for my SiriusXM show, and I didn't get a chance to watch every single basketball game the night before. And so I was like, hey, give me a summary of it. And this was last year, okay? Coach Cal, the whole thing. And it's like Eric Musselman's squad did really good. And I was like, okay. That's what I know I couldn't fact check.
Yeah, just for that fact, a matter of that. So, but hey, it's Peter Burns of the SEC Network. Appreciate it as always, PB, man. Good to see you. Good to talk with you. And enjoy the rest of Atlanta, man.
Thanks, Sean.
All right, appreciate it.